Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Naveen Nayak. In today's prelim short, we will discuss about Project Tiger. What is Project Tiger? We all know tiger is a national animal, and let's see what is Project Tiger. Project Tiger. The project aims to ensure a viable population of tigers in their natural habitat and protecting them from extinction. This is the aim. The Project Tiger is administered by the National Tiger Conservation Authority. It is a centrally sponsored scheme launched in 1973 by the Government of India during the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi tenure. Remember that. It is launched in 1973 by Government of India. Prime Minister is Indira Gandhi. And Project Tiger main aim are to reduce factors that lead to depletion of tiger habitat and to mitigate them by suitable management. The damage done to the habitat shall be rectified to facilitate the recovery of ecosystem to the maximum possible extent. In this Project Tiger, we will protect and then we will habitat the tiger and we will recover the ecosystem of the tiger and ensures a viable tiger population for economic, scientific, culture, aesthetic and ecological values. The monitoring system, remember it's a very important term, M-STRIPS, was developed to assist patrol and protect tiger habitat. It maps patrol routes and allows forest guards to enter sightings, events and changes when patrolling. It generates protocols based on this data so that management decisions can be adopted. These are the three main aims of the Project Tiger. And the management, how the Project Tiger is managed. Project Tiger was administered by the National Tiger Conservation Authority. As I told the last slide, the overall administration of the project is monitored by steering committee, which is headed by the director. A field director is appointed for each reserve, who is assisted by the group of field and technical personnel. And these are the fields, and each field conservation resource have one director. Shivalik Terai Conservation Unit, Northeast Conservation Unit, Sundarbans Conservation Unit, Western Ghats Conservation Unit, Eastern Ghats Conservation Unit, Central India Conservation Unit, Sarika Conservation Unit, Kaziranga Conservation Unit. These are the conservation units where a director is appointed to see and monitor the wherever tiger conservation activities. The various tiger reserves are created in the country based on the core and buffer strategy. Core area. The core area are free of all human activities. In this core area, see here, this is a core area and this is the buffer area. In the core area, we will not allow any humans to go into the core area, and it has a legal status of a national park or wildlife sanctuary. It is kept free of biotic disturbance and forest operations like collection of minor forest produce, grazing and other human disturbance are not allowed within. And buffer areas. The buffer areas are subjected to conservation oriented land use. This is which is outer part of core is buffer zone, and in this conservation oriented land use is adopted. They comprise forest and non-forest land. It is a multi-purpose use area with twin objects of providing habitat supplements to spill over population of wild animals from core conservation unit, and to provide site specific core development inputs to surrounding villages for relieving their impact on core area. And now the National Tiger Conservation Authority, we will see about it. The Wildlife Protection Amendment Act 2006 provides for creating the National Tiger Conservation Authority. National Tiger Conservation Authority is a statutory body. Remember this, it is a statutory body, and Project Tiger is centrally sponsored scheme. It is statutory body, and Project Tiger is centrally sponsored scheme launched in 1973. Remember the year. Ministry of Environment and Forest is its chairperson, and Ministry of State for Environment and Forest is a vice chairperson. You can see here in the National Tiger Conservation Authority, the chairperson will be from center and vice chairman person from state. And powers and functions of National Tiger Conservation Authority: approval of tiger conservation plan prepared by states, laying down normative standards for tiger conservation, providing information on several aspects which include protection, tiger estimation, patrolling, etc., ensuring measures for addressing man-wild animal conflicts and fostering coexistence with local peoples, preparing annual report for laying before Parliament, ensuring agriculture, livelihood, interest of people living in around tiger reserves. And these are the functions of the National Tiger Conservation Authority. And structure of the tiger reserves we discussed in Project Tiger, and core area and buffer zone, core zone and buffer zone. And let's see what is tiger census. Like human census, human population census, we will also do tiger census for protecting conservation activities. And Indian tiger census is conducted by National Tiger Conservation Authority in collaboration with Wildlife Institute of India. Remember this, Wildlife Institute of India. The Wildlife Institute of India, an autonomous institute. It is an autonomous institute. It is a National Tiger Conservation Authority is statutory body, and Wildlife Institute of India is autonomous institute, and Project Tiger is central sponsored scheme. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India was established in 1982. Remember the year. Wildlife Institute of India established in 1982, Dehradun, conducted after every 4 years, 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018. In the case of tigers, every individual tiger will have a unique strip pattern, just like our fingerprints. And where the camera trappings are unavailable because of logistical constraints, DNA extracts from scat samples are collected for analysis. And let's see how they will take the census and methods of tiger census. These are the 5 types of census. First one is pug mark technique. It is the most popular technique. Remember this, it is the most popular technique. The tiger leaves a distinct pug mark on the ground. Like every tiger has their different pug marks, different from that of other in the big cat family. This is the cheapest technique, and can access the number, sex ratio and age of large cats, but it is not very reliable and its accuracy is not very good. It is a very easy technique, but its accuracy is not very good. And next one is second one, camera trapping method. And in this camera trapping method, heat and motion sensitive cameras with the night vision facilities are installed in tiger areas and left for several days to capture images of individual tigers. Remember this, heat and motion sensitive cameras and night vision facilities are installed in the forest, and that cameras will capture the tigers, and from that images we will estimate the tigers. POPSCAT method. In this method, POPSCAT is analyzed by DNA sampling to arrive at a more accurate count. This is more accurately counted. Radio collar method. The tigers are captured and are fitted with a radio collar. This method fails when the concerned tiger enters the salty water, and it will damage, because in the water it will, if it is not waterproof, then it will damage. And double sampling method. In this double sampling method, we will take by first count by pug mark, and then reconfirmation by camera trapping method. And these are the 5 methods how we estimate the tiger census. And let's see the tiger census 2014. Status of tiger in India 2014. Report by National Tiger Conservation Authority findings. India is home to world's 70% of tigers. 30% increase from 2000 level, and the tigers are 2226 tigers in 2014 and 1706 in 2010 and 14 level tigers in 2006. Karnataka has the highest number of tigers. The tiger population has increased in Karnataka, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. The Madhumalai, Bandipur, Nagar Khanur, Wayanad belt across Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala has the 570 tigers, world's single largest tiger population, and this is the area where the most number of population are there. And decline in population in states such as Odisha, Jharkhand, Andhra Pradesh due to poaching and insurgency. And poaching means killing of tigers for their skin. The skin is very costly, and the smugglers are very much interested in doing poaching and taking of tiger skin. Tiger census 2018. This is the first time neighboring countries of Nepal, Bangladesh and Bhutan. These 3 countries are also participated in our tiger census and took part in the tiger census because they constitute a large tigers range in the Indian subcontinent. And this collaboration ensured that there is no double counting of tigers, that more between national borders, and it will be possible to count how many are shared between the countries. M-strips. M-strips means monitoring system for tiger intensive protection and ecological status. Android software. It is Android software for collecting, achieving and analyzing data. And forest guards in tiger reserves are equipped with personal digital assists and GPS devices to capture data relating to tiger sightings, deaths, wildlife crime and ecological observations while patrolling. M-strips maps the patrol routes of the forest guards, and the resulting data are then analyzed in a geographic information system. And this is the tigers in India. In the 2014 census, 14 level tigers are there, and in 2010 1706 1706 tigers, and increased, and after in 2014 2226 tigers, and in 2018 it is the latest report, and in 2022 they will release the new one, tiger census, and in 2018 the tiger census is 2967. this is the present population of tigers in our India. It is very important for exams. Remember this tigers, and India is doing its conservation efforts. And thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and share